in goal for the United States. Also having a good tournament, Lindsay Holcroft. These two teams met in the opening game of the women's round robin. Slovakia won it by a score of 3-0. Expecting a good one here this afternoon on another hot day in Zug. Temperature pushing into the high 20s this afternoon. That's Celsius. Do the conversion if you're watching from the United States. Can't remember what that is in Fahrenheit. Should have looked it up. We're underway. Ball goes into the Slovakian end. Back there is Gatisova. U.S. create the turnover. That's Bronson. Shot doesn't get through. Taken away by Kapustova. Cleared down the floor. Hustling into the corner for the U.S. was Bilger around the boards. Trying to get it to Foley. Kapustova's on her quickly. Foley can't get it out. Kapustova tips it ahead. Kapustova trying to cut in front. Cleared but not out. Kept in at the blue line, or the red line rather. Now it comes out. Brought in by the U.S. This is the captain, Sarah Wilson. Wilson trying to work her way off the boards, throws it on net. Tomchikova made the save. Ball is cleared out and down the floor. Hustling back is Tetro, but it gets over the goal line, so it will be a flooring call against Slovakia. First scoring chance to the U.S. Just 52 seconds gone in our opening period. Again, this is for the bronze medal. Canada and the Czech Republic will play a little later. 3:45 game schedule for it, the Bossard. That'll be for the gold medal. Tetro going to take the face-off for the U.S. against Klimasova. Tetro turns, fires it wide. Pokora hustling to the far side, but getting there first was Gatisova. Team Sova down the floor. Levin goes back to get it for the U.S. She'll reverse it up here at center. Kept in by the Slovakians. Still they'll keep it in. Zidnyanska did a good job, but the U.S. turn it over. Here's Pokora. Pokora is onside, can't get a shot away. She was trying to get it to her backhand. Came up with it out in front, shot. Tomchikova with the save. As Blomdahl was set up in front. Good play by Pokora. Tomchikova, tall goaltender. A lot of ice hockey experience. Played in the United States in ice hockey. She's a big part of this Slovakian team. Backhanded in by Habina. Lalikova off the boards. Bednarova could not get it out. Kept in by Fairheller. Stromer. Creatini. Creatini around behind the goal for the U.S. Creatini trying to get it out in front. Stopped there by Stazova. Creatini has it knocked off her stick to the boards. Couldn't control it. U.S. keep the pressure on. Strohmeyer looking for it. Creatini pinches in. Blomdahl couldn't get the shot away. Bednarova on the far side. Can't get it out again. He'll try it on a second try. Again, finally comes out as it got past Fairheller at center. Both teams are making some changes now. Brought in by Kranikova, out in front, backhand goes wide. Golnikova in the corner. Working it out in front, backhand. Holcroft makes the save. Net has come loose. That's the reason for the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of Lindsay Holcroft. Kolnikova in there for Slovakia to take this face-off. Against Barrett. Ball goes into the corner. U.S. control it. Up along the boards, out in the center, and down the floor. Krivanska got back first for Slovakia, but U.S. in on the forecheck. Krivanska around the boards. That's intercepted out in front. Chance, backhand. That was blocked. Another ball doesn't get through. Slovakia clogging up the middle. United States with the better of the play here so far. Shot comes in, cleared away by Tomchikova on a poke check. But the pressure now by the U.S. They'll go in against the boards. Referee exhorting them to move it. They finally do. Kapustova trying to get it out. It is tough sledding in there. Backhanded, not out. Schneemann keeping it in. Cornwall up there. Finally it comes loose. Barrett gets it over to 11. Up ahead, and the United States are back on it. They gain the zone, move it back. Cornwall will put it into the corner. You got Foley and Bronson and Wilson out there now. 11. Down for Bronson. Back for 11 out in front. Puck or ball bounces around. That's one. Wilson coming off the board. Shot blocked. Players hit the floor. Back out at center. Kept in by the U.S. Hopped over the stick of Bronson. Krivanska around to the other side. Foley's waiting for it there for the United States. Foley back to 11. Tried to play it in front for Wilson, and Slovakia forced to just clear it down the floors. The full onslaught was on for the United States early in this one. Knocked down at the blue line by Habina. Now it comes out, gets past Fairheller, races on. Kapustova for Slovakia. Kapustova. U.S. win the race, get the ball into the corner. They'll reverse it. This is Habina. Habina will bring it out for the U.S. Long pass here on the near side. A little bit too far for Wilson. Fairheller just kicks it out into center. Foley reaching for it, couldn't get to it. Pavloviakova got to it. Out at center, shot comes in. It was deflected wide. It was Matiova with the shot. She's got a good one, playing back at the point for Slovakia. They try and get it across, but that's picked off. 2-on-1 shaping up. Pecora pass too far for Wilson. Wilson, shot, saved by Tomchikova. Wilson needs to get off. She's been out there on a long shift. Cleared down the floor. And they're going to rule flooring call against Slovakia. All right, both teams will make changes. We are 6:09 into the first period of this bronze medal game. As I say, final game of this 9-day tournament here in the ice arena. We'll move the remaining games over to the big Beausard Arena next. Stewart down in the corner for the U.S. Slovakia get it out. Not out over center, though. Cleared right in onto Tomchikova. Again, she's forced to hang on. Great energy from the U.S. team as we start this first period. They've had by far the better of the play. Haven't been able to beat the goaltender though, so we're still scoreless. Face-off won by Slovakia. Don't get it out on the first try. Second try, knocked down by Levin at center. Levin will bring it in. Left it for Stewart. Stewart, cross-floor pass. Good one for Tetros. She'll play it into the corner. Levin waiting for it. Pokora knocks it down. Comes out. Here's Bednarova. In behind everybody is Kravenska. If they could have gotten her the ball, she had a clear-cut breakaway. And as she tried to stop, caught her foot a little bit and tweaked her ankle. That's Kranikova. Kravinska. Kranikova in behind the American defense. Nobody close. The pass was ahead of her, rolled down to the goaltender. Here's a turnover. Shot goes wide. Again, players hit the floor. Kapustova had another chance. She's been one of the bright lights for Slovakia so far in this game. Do they find their legs? Here's Rafiatova. There's Kapustova again. The ball goes into the U.S. players' bench. Whistle goes. Face-off will be just outside the U.S. blue line. U.S. can't get it out. Gets to center. Now it's out over the red line. Again, it is close quarters along the board. Slovakia get it down into U.S. territory. Into the corner. Blumdahl couldn't get it out. Put in front. Cornwall has it. Good pass up. Blumdahl, neat little move. Get herself free along the board. She'll come down the left side. Closing quickly was Zinyanska and took it away. Here's Pavlyakova. Stromer. Sidjanska clears it. Blumdahl. Back to Levin. Her shot. Bounces straight up in the air. The spin, when it landed, goes into Slovak territory. Matiova. Bednarova. Clears it in. Small but speedy. Offside. Ludmila Bednarova, number 16 for Slovakia, one of the smaller players, but very quick. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Controlled by Slovakia. They'll put it down in deep. Fairheller back to get it for the U.S. Tried to get it to Mesler. Tipped off the boards. Raced for it here out at center, and hustling back is Stazova for Slovakia. Stazova reverses it off the boards. Pavlikova up at center. Stop there. Schneeman into the corner. Taken away by Lalikova. Lalikova up the boards. He likes to just play it back. Stazova. Stazova up through center. Knocked down by the U.S. there. Kapustova. Just out-muscling the U.S. at center to get the ball in. Turning was Mesler on a good play to avoid the forecheck. Pass misfired. Comes down into Slovakian territory. They'll play it down into the far corner. Yadosova here on this side. Rafiatova. Up to Yurkova. Yurkova at center. Works her way to the blue line and no further. Kapustova will leave it for the defense. Shot comes in. Nobody can find it. Now we've got it in over the blue line. Rafiatova. Off the boards, Foley trying to get to it. Here's Foley. Foley breaking in. Foley with a shot. Tomchikova made the save. Ball bouncing around in front of her. Finally, she finds it and holds on. Good run down the left side by Kelly Foley. Got a good shot away. Tomchikova made the save. The ball went straight up in the air. Couldn't track it for a second. Landed right in front of her, and she held on to it. And that big line for the U.S. is out there. Foley, Wilson, Bronson. Sidnyanska over on the far side. Foley hustling over there, will hold it in. Has it taken away from her. Played down the floor. You're gonna wave off flooring. Back to get it is Levin. On her was Pavlyukova. Up to Wilson. Wilson up at the blue line looking for Pokora. Pokora touched it, so there's no flooring. Madiova has it taken away by Pokora. Out in front, tip towards the goal. Sticks come up a little bit. Creatini goes into the corner. Slovakian players down. Play allowed to continue. Now the whistle goes. There's no penalty on the play. It's Klimasova. Iveta Klimasova for Slovakia will make her way to the bench. Ball goes over the top of the Slovakian net. States on it first, throw it to the side of the goal. Pokora trying to get it out in front. Good work by Pokora. Tiffany Pokora in the corner. Lalikova has it taken away. They'll get it out in front. Creatini took a swing at it. The ball was in the air. She couldn't make contact. She goes into the boards. Penalty coming up to Slovakia. Habina with a hard shot over the top of the net. Slovakia touch it up, and the United States will go on the power play. Boarding, first power play opportunity of the game. Kranikova will go for two. U.S. control it off the face-off. Stewart back at center. Has to get rid of it in a hurry as the Slovakians are out pressing. Bronson. Shot does not get through. Slovakia will get to the loose ball and clear it down the floor. Stewart goes back to get it. Stewart played it in and no further. Again, the U.S. relying on their big line here on the power play. Holcroft plays it around the boards. Good play by Lindsay Holcroft. They'll move it up the left side. This is Foley. For Wilson, Wilson rather mishandled it. Hard pass from Foley, but Slovakians don't get it out. This is Bronson. Over the far side. Cornwall. Stewart. Off the boards, Bronson. Wilson goes behind the goal. Give and go. Back to Bronson. A shot. Good save by Tomchikova. Stewart in there to help out. Bronson comes up with it. For Wilson behind the goal. Wilson. Foley's out in front. Bronson here to the side. They get it out to Wilson or to Foley. Didn't get a clean shot. Just trickles into Tomchikova. She'll make the save. 37 seconds left to go in the U.S. power play. They'll get fresh legs out there. Prokoris, Stromir, Blumdahl up front now. Habina here on the left point. Stromir from the circle, shot saved by Tomchikova, goes up and out of play. Face-off win and a quick shot. Not sure Tomchikova even saw that. Went off her left shoulder. Again, a clean face-off win. They don't control it though, and it's played down the floor. Again, Holcroft comes out to play it. Bednarova was in there dangerously. Here's Pokora. Dumps it in. Strohmeyer goes into forecheck. Stasova is in there. Strohmeyer all over Stasova. Pokora. Pokora doing good work here in the first period. Got it out in front. Here's a chance. Shot. Saved by Tomchikova. Dives out. The ball is still loose. Another chance. Tomchikova made that save and it went up and out of play. Face-off will stay in the Slovakian end. And mention off the top that Zuzana Tomchikova would probably have to come up big for the Slovaks in this one. So far she has. Great chance in front for Blake Blomdahl. Slovakian defense missed it. It ended up right on her stick, right in front of the Slovakian goaltender, and couldn't put it past the big goalkeeper. Penalties over, we're back to even strength. Schneemann got it up ahead. Rafiatova back in her own end. In quickly to forecheck is Barrett. 1 minute to go in the period. Zapustova. Pass across. They try and get it back to Zapustova. She stopped. Yurkova over on the boards for Slovakia. Kapustova comes in to help out. Ball comes loose. U.S. get it, but only to center. Kept in. Shot from outside. Knocked down in front by Krier. There's a chance. Saved by Holcroft. Cleared. Frantic action here in the final minute of this period. Up along the boards. You hear the U.S. fans to my left. The noise level rises here. Out in front. Chip wide. Got 10 seconds to go in the period. Zidyanska just gets rid of it down the floor. And that is where play is going to end as the buzzer goes. First period, give the edge to the United States. They had by far the better of the play. USA in the blue, Slovakia in the white. We're underway in the second period. Controlled by the US. Foley, offsides, made a little extra move. And not sure what's happened here too. Slovakian player bent over outside the blue. Actually, two of them. One is going to go off. The other one is hobbling. That was an unusual situation. Slovakia needs to get another player out there. Two players right off the face-off were just bent over in the center floor area. Foley down the right side into the corner. Here's Kelly Foley. Tried to get it out in front. That got past everybody. They got to hustle back. Rafiatova is hustling, and so was Levin, who got there first for the U.S. Foley backhands it in. Kolkanova lost it. Foley trying to cut in front. Shot comes in, and Tomchikova just reaches out, coolly and calmly, hangs on to it. Both teams will make changes. It is getting very warm in the ice arena. Doors are open, trying to get some circulation. They've had the doors open all week. But as the day goes on, it gets warmer and warmer. We've had some great weather here through the second half of this tournament. Some rain the first few days, but it's been beautiful ever since. Cleared down the floor. Icing is the call. Players couldn't catch up to it. And we tend to bounce back and forth a bit between the icing and flooring. Players still all call it icing. You can hear them yelling it out on the floor. For the most part, we've been calling it flooring, which is trying to make that transition. Ball is batted into the corner. Back to get it. Klimasova. Up here, Bednarova. She gets bumped into the boards. Tetro is in looking for it. Stewart reaching for it, gets it loose. Fairheller with a shot. That was knocked down. Cleared down the floor again, and second period picking up where the first period kind of left off. U.S. had by far the better of the play in the first period, and they've started off with most of the pressure down on the Slovakian end of the floor. Remember, these two teams did meet, albeit a week ago, the very first game of the women's round robin. Slovakia won it by a score of 3-0. Tough to get a roll past Tomchikova. Slovakia win this face off, but attempting to clear it out. Goes up into the ceiling. So we'll do that face off again. Only a minute 29 gone here in the second period. Bednarova, she'll get to it first. Stops up along the half wall, threw it in front, reaching for it. Couldn't get a stick on it. Was Kranikova just out of her reach. Strohmeyer, Kranikova battling along the boards. Finally won by Strohmeyer, but taken away by the Slovakians. Out in front, chance, save by Holcroft, big save by Lindsay Holcroft. The ball came free in the slot. Stazova down low, now pressure by the Slovakians. Stazova turning, out in front, gets by everybody. Lalikova gets there first for Slovakia, puts it back in. Kranikova tried to pass it across, that was picked off, and back will come the U.S. And a great play at center by Lalikova to break that up, because in behind everybody was Blake Blumdahl. Now she's got it in behind the net. Let it come to her first. Out in front, that just missed. Barrett cutting down through the middle. Barrett in on the forecheck, gets it out in front, ball bouncing out at center. Tetro backhands it back in. They'll put it in a little further. Barrett's back there again. Barrett out in front, taken away. Good defensive play. And back come the Slovaks. 2-on-1 shot. Saved by Holcroft. Rebound. They score! And I believe on the rebound it was Kapustova. We have talked about her having a strong game for the Slovaks in a period in which the Americans dominated. One player who stood out for the Slovakians was Jana Kapustova. And she gets rewarded for the hard work. Down at the other end, it was a great defensive play by Vargova to break up the pass in front. She quickly moved it up the floor. 2-on-1 opened up, the shot was taken. Save made by Holcroft, but the rebound put in by Kapustova. See how the USA respond.
Goal for Slovakia. Scored by number 79, Kapustova Jana.
It is Kapustova with the goal, number 79, just to confirm.
Time 18-12.
US come out with their big line, try and respond. Here's Vargova again, playing it back into her own end. Long pass up at center. That connects. They don't get it in though. Now it's chipped in by the US. Gadasova around the boards. Bronson held it in, but it went off her leg, and Slovakians get a chance to move it out. Gadasova. There are two Gadasovas on the Slovakian team, one defense, one forward. Klimasova got to it, back at the point. Zinenska, whoa, that was close. Went over the back of Lindsay Holcroft, thought it was going to go in the goal. It just came out behind. Backhand shot goes through the crease. Zidnyanska again with a shot. Thought as that ball went up in the air going behind Holcroft, it was going to end up in the back of the net. It just went wide. Long pass, that's going to connect. Here's Foley. Foley, Wilson hustling to get up, but Tomchova says, I'll take care of that. Reaches out with the glove hand and hangs on. It's been a good bronze medal game. Lots of action in this one. Two very good women's teams. 3:45 this afternoon, local time. It'll be Canada versus the Czech Republic in the gold medal in the women's. As soon as this one's over, I'm going to make the quick, short run across to the Bossard and for the call of the gold medal game. That shot didn't quite get through. Just went wide on the far side. Shot saved by Tomchikova. Rebound cleared. They'll put it back in front. Bilger in there. So was Stewart. Finally, the Slovakians control it. Get it out into center. Collision there. Bilger's on it first for the U.S. They get it in. Barrett looking for Tetro. Got it back in. That was a glove pass. So the whistle will go. The faceoff will come outside the blue line. 5:11 gone here in the second period. 1-0 for Slovakia. Busting through up the middle. This is Kapustova again. Kapustova with his shot. Holcroft made the save. Just couldn't quite get between the defense, but it's going to be a penalty. Kapustova is going to draw a penalty against the U.S. on that dash up the middle. Karen Levin is going to go slashing. First power play for Slovakia. They lead it 1-0. The way Tomchikova is playing in their goal, 2 goals would be tough to overcome. The U.S. would have to beat Tomchikova 3 times to win this game or take it into penalty shots, but that's a tough hill to climb.
2 minutes penalty for
They'll get it down the floor. So an important penalty kill here for the U.S. Rafiatova. In over the blue line, drops it back. Here's Kapustova. Rafiatova took it off her foot, tried to get it in front. They do, backhand, scores! Petra Yurkova with the power play goal for Slovakia. And it is 2-0. Good pass from Klimasova here on the left side. She got it over to Karafiakova, played it in front, and Yurkova with a nifty little backhand completes the play for Slovakia. And there is that 2-goal lead we just talked about. So it's the counterattack of Slovakia because the U.S. had so much pressure down in the Slovakian end. Foley behind the goal. Bronson trying to get it back to Foley. Bronson working it up along the boards, trying to cycle it back down, taken away from her. Up at the blue line. Slovakians will get it out. Here's a breakaway chance. Gadasova shoots. Save made by Holcroft. Ball just raced ahead of Gadasova a little bit. Only had one play, and that was just flick it towards the goal. Shot comes in, it's stopped in front, backhand towards the front of the net. Ball bouncing around, cleared out towards the blue line. Foley diving, couldn't get a stick on it. Slovakia control it. They'll move it in. State's running around a little bit right now. Stasova in front, looking for Kranikova. Kranikova in the corner. Kranikova Bednarova. Back. Slap shot. That was blocked. Comes out. Hustling back is Lalikova. Lalikova's got Travlikova up here at the blue line. She moves it up ahead to Stasova. Stasova's in over the blue line. Stasova turning. Poke checked as she tried to get the shot away. Comes out, played back in. Bednarova down in the corner. Fans to my left, fans of the U.S. shouting encouragement and instructions to their team. They get it out. Blomdahl down deep. Having to hurry back is Pravlikova. Pravlikova turns, does a good job to avoid the forecheck. Pass up at center. A good one for Kapustova. Yurkova back to Kapustova. Fakes the shot. Look at Kapustova. Backhand in front looking for Yurkova. Maybe a little too unselfish. But what a move by Kapustova at the blue line. Tried to set up her teammate when she had a chance to shoot it. Slovaks now picking up their game. The U.S. came out with all the initial pressure in that first period, but Slovakia finding their legs here in the second. That's tipped right down to Tomchikova. Not going to take any chances. We'll hang on to it. 8:23 gone second period. Slovakia now leads it 2-0 this bronze medal game of the women's division 2015 ISBHF World Championship Street Ball Hockey. We are in Zug, Switzerland. Final day of competition, Super Sunday. All the medals will be handed out. Tetro shot and Tomchikova confidently sees that, moves her body into position, smothers the ball, no rebound. Already Great Britain men winning the bronze in the B pool. Haiti with the gold medal in B pool. Cayman Islands, silver medal in B pool. And American players knocked down Tetro. She fell backwards awkwardly, flat on her back, and she is unhappy. She gets up quickly, glad to see that. Worried that her head had hit the floor, even with the helmets on. If your head hits the floor, seeing concussions come from that, but she gets up quickly, roughing right off the face-off. So let's see if the USA can build a little momentum off of that. That's Iveta Dimasova. The roughing penalty, so face-off back down to our right. Big line out there for the U.S. Bronson in to take the face-off against Gadasova. They win it. Habina across. Stewart for the U.S. They'll set it up now. Bad pass giveaway as they try to go cross floor. Really no lane there. Stewart. Up at the blue line. Bronson stops it. Stewart follows up on it. It's going to be a penalty, holding. And it looks like it'll be to the U.S. as the Slovakians tap their sticks in approval. And it will be a holding call. It's going to be Bronson. She got tied up with a Slovakian player at the blue line. Referee feels that as the Slovakian player tried to get back to her feet, Bronson grabbed a hold of her. Give Stewart a chance to pick up the loose ball, so we'll go 4-on-4. So much for the power play for the U.S. Minute 31 seconds left in the penalty to Klimasova of Slovakia.
2 minutes penalty for USA. Player number 18.
USA breakout up ahead. Getting on it is Sarah Wilson. Wilson putting it towards the front of the net. Tomchikova again puts the paddle down and then covers it up. Foley with a chance in front. That one off the stick of Pravliakova and over the top of the net. Slovakia with it. Again, we're 4-on-4. Long pass. Too far. Fairheller plays it out. USA bringing it in over the blue line. Wilson trying to catch up to it. Can't. Play it over to the far side. Stasova will go back in her own end to get it. Martina Stasova here at the left side gets it up to Kranikova, who cleared in. Kapustova is up there. Pokor is on her. Kapusta goes down hard for Slovakia. Kapustova, who has had an outstanding game for Slovakia, goes down in the corner, and she's having a little trouble making her way back to the players' bench. Need a little bit of that freezing spray. She's having trouble putting weight on her right foot. She goes over the bench. She'll receive some more attention over there. Play will continue. No penalty on the play. Levin up the left side. Levin. Again, the cross-floor pass picked off 2-on-1 for the Slovakians. Vargova across, holding it. They score! Beautiful setup. Vargova to Yurkova, her second in a row. What a move by Yurkova when she got the ball. Instead of shooting it right away, pulled it over. Bronson trying to come out of the penalty box, but it's 4-on-4. So it's not a power play goal, so she'll have to stay in the penalty box. The two players will stay in. After a very promising start by the United States, Slovakia has turned it around in a big way. They've opened up a 3-0 lead now. No, the third goal posted yet. Still showing 2-0. The Czech bench all pointing at the score clock. And we're kind of short one here, guys. Flooring against the U.S. and a little bit of confusion here. All right, now a brief power play for Slovakia. 26 seconds left to go in the penalty to Bronson. The Czech penalty had ended. They were 4-on-4. They still don't have that third goal up there in the Czech bench, or I keep saying the Czech bench, sorry. The Slovak bench continuing to point at the score clock. Not sure what's going on here. Here we go, now it's being announced. Had me worried for a moment. Shot from outside comes in, tipped over the goal. So third goal has been announced. There it is, up on the score clock. Shot from outside doesn't get through. Budnyanska let it go, and floor has tipped. Penalty to Bronson is over, so we're back to even strength. Sidjanska over here on the near side for Mediova. Mediova down in along the boards. They'll cycle it down low. Back out in front. They throw it around beautifully. Knocked away and cleared away by the U.S. Don't get it out. Shot comes back in. Good play over there by Gadasova. So it looked like the U.S. were about to bring it out. Mediova. She's got a good shot if she gets a chance. USA close on her quickly, so she'll just put it into the corner and head to the bench. Tetro. Just a very weak shot in onto Tomchikova. Again, she likes to do. Not going to take any chances. Last night we saw her counterpart on the men's team, Patrick, Slovak goaltender, never wants to give up a face-off. Always wants to play the ball. We'll see him this evening in that gold medal game against the United States in the men's A pool. Wilson. In front, Slovakia has it. 3 minutes to go, just under 3 here in the second period. It has been a turnaround. Bronson plays it in. Kravliakova up at center. Quick pass, Kranikova, but didn't get the return pass. Wilson clears it in. Here's Foley. Foley, shot! Went off a leg wide. Foley's on it again, gets it out in front, but the Slovaks are there to intercept it. Kept in by 11. Into the corner for Wilson. Fans yelling useful advice like, do something with it. Do something with it, set it up. Out in front. That just went wide. Wilson had a great chance. Looked like she had the open net. That goes into the far corner. Bednarova. Kept in by Habina. Chance in front for Creatini. Again they miss. Foley, pressure now by the U.S. as they try and respond late in this second period. Creatini in the corner. Creatini. Back at the point. Stromir, shot blocked. Comes back to her. Able to keep it in. Stromir puts it back in deep. Comes off the end boards out to Tomchikova. And she stays with form. Hangs on to it. Minute 28 to go. Second period. No score in the first. All the good scoring chances to the U.S. Had all the pressure. Couldn't beat Tomchikova. Slovakia 3 unanswered here in the second. They have turned this game 180 degrees. Yurkova. Out in front. Vargova. Kapustova back out on the floor. Out there with Yurkova. That's the 3 goal scorers for Slovakia. Both of them on the floor now. Yurkova. Kapustova. Vargova's out in front. Shot goes wide. Yurkova out in front for Vargova. Good job by Tetro to break that up. Up ahead to Creatini. Stopped by Karafiatova. Karafiatova doing good work along the boards. Kept in by Slovakia. They'll put it back in deep. 35 seconds left in the period. Down the floor. Not touched by anybody, and that'll be a flooring call against the United States. We'll come back down to our left. To the right of goaltender Lindsay Holcroft. 28 seconds to go. Slovakia lead it 3-0. This is the bronze medal game, the women's division. Women's goal set for 3:45 here in Zug. Men's A pool goal 6 o'clock. USA and Slovakia. Slovakia doing well here at these World Championships. Women's team in the bronze game looking very good. The men guaranteed to get a medal. We'll find out tonight what color it's going to be. Tipped ahead. Look at Tomchikova come out. Says I can come out and play it if I got to. Did a good job. Read it well. Got out quickly and played it safely to the boards. Just 5 seconds to go now. Last second chance for the U.S. If they can get it out in front, time may run out on them. It does. Buzzer goes, and what a period for the women's team from Slovakia. all kinds of pressure on them in the first period, had trouble even getting the ball out of their own end. Second period, they turned it up a notch or two, or 3 or 4, and have got 3 goals to show for it, lead it 3-0. And again, the way Tomchikova plays in goal, it doesn't look good for the U.S. right now. They're going to need a period like the Slovakians just had. Turn it around again. We'll see if they can do it when we come back for the third period. You're watching the bronze medal game of the women's division 2015 ISBHF World Streetball Hockey Championship from Zug, Switzerland. Have a slight delay for the start of the third period. Goaltender Holcroft having a little trouble with her pads. I noticed she was working on the straps on her pads just towards the end of the first period, or the end of the second period, and still continuing to try and get that fixed over in front of the U.S. bench. Swiss with a big mountain to climb. They've got the Matterhorn in front of them in the form of Susanna Tomchikova, down 3-0. They've played 5 periods now against the Slovaks, going back to their round robin game, yet to beat the Slovakian goaltender. They'll try now, get it in front. All down in the corner, even strength to start the third period. Slovakia lead it 3-0. States in the white, States in the blue, Slovakia in the white. Here's Yurkova, already has 2. Yurkova, that's going to be a penalty shot, no doubt about it. And there's the call. Yurkova. She's got 2 goals and got in behind the American defense, was hauled down, and you'll never see an easier call on a penalty shot than that one. Required a little bit of attention from the training staff, but still walking a little gingerly.
Penalty for Slovakia.
Yurkova will take the penalty shot. Again, already with 2 goals. Working in against Holcroft. Goes to the backhand, opens her up, tucks it, 5-hole, beautiful goal by Petra Yurkova. She's got the hat trick. And well, the gloves come out. Haven't seen that one before. Slovaks litter the ice with gloves. Fans often throw hats on the ice to celebrate a hat trick, but the team throwing gloves on the ice, it's a no-no, and the referee is going to call something here, but I think she's going to charge them with a timeout. Either that or there's going to be a misconduct. No, she's going to actually call it looks like. Trying to read the sign language over on the far side. She had 2 fingers up. "24 seconds into the third period." The Slovaks will be penalized for that celebration, a delay of game. They littered the floor with their gloves. Never seen that before. Bergova comes over to serve the penalty. 4-0, but that lost was a beautiful goal by Yurkova. Waited for the goaltender to open up the pads as she went from left to right, and as soon as the goaltender gave her a bit of room, 5-hole, she just tucked it home. So power play for the U.S. Still in the first minute of this third period. Wilson dumps it in, bouncing ball. A U.S. player going in a little aggressively, looking for a rebound. Nothing comes of that. Late change by the Slovakians. Barrett to Wilson, back to Wilson, and hopped over her stick.
Time 30:23. And 2 minutes penalty for Slovakia for play number 55, Bardova Diana for the board. Time 23:24.
Wilson's shot didn't get much on that, floats over the top of the net. Shot went off a leg wide. Bronson. Stewart in front, ball is loose. Kept in by the U.S. Wilson elects not to shoot it, moves in a little closer. Shot ricochets wide. Bronson jamming it. Tomchikova made the save at the side of the goal. Lalikova gets to it and clears it down the floor, and the Slovaks will change. Just 30 seconds left to go in the delay of game penalty against the Slovaks. 2 minutes gone. Third, intercepted at center. Here's Yurikova coming in. U.S. looking like a tired bunch right now. Cornwall going into the corner. Stromir comes up with it. Stromir trying to give the team some energy. Pass picked off at center. Yurkova drops it off for Karafatova. Yurkova coming, another penalty to the U.S. Kapustova. The slash as Yurkova crossed the blue line. Delayed penalty. They got the extra attacker out there now. Shot comes in, goes wide. Slovakia on it. Karafiatova's shot over the top of the net. Rebound to the side of the goal. Touched up. Slovakia leading at 4-0. Will go on the power play. Jerry Stewart. Zidjanska. Karafiatova over to, oops, tried to get it over to Zidjanska. Fan on it. Now she'll rethink that plan. Directing traffic, get somebody here on the right side. Stolen. 11 on the left side. Tried to flip it in front, but getting back is Pavlovakova. And the Slovaks again head out. They are on the power play. Another minute, 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage. They'll try and shoot it in. It's blocked. Hustling after it, shorthanded is Tetro. Tetro trying to cut inside, gets his shot. Looks like it was going wide. Tomchikova got a pad on it. Tomchikova comes out and plays it over on the far side. Polkora over there, plays it back. Shot comes in, well wide of the goal by Mesler. Zidjanska. Zidjanska. Drops it back. Slovaks will change. The Americans have changed as well. Just got 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Cross floor pass. Stazova. Stazova's in over the blue line. Stazova having a look around. Gets it across. They try and get it back to Stazova. Stazova's got it. Stazova pinned against the board. Spins off the check of Foley. Stazova trying to get in front. Foley does a good job to recover and knock it off her stick. Pravlikova to Stazova. One-timer goes up high over the goal. Faceoff will come outside the blue line. You know, I was really digging the music here at the Ice Arena back on day 1 and 2, but 9 days of the same 20 songs? It's getting old, guys.
USA.
Just saying. Last game of the tournament to be played here at the Ice Arena. 2 more games to go over at the Brassard. Women's gold medal game, men's A pool. Foley trying to get in front. Tomchikova smothers it. It just rolled into the Slovakian goaltender. It has been a great week here at the Ice Arena. It's been a fun facility to do the games from. You're right up in among the stands. Our broadcast facility is sort of a makeshift one here right in the stands. So most games we've had fans from one team to our right, fans from the other on our left, and we are stuck in the middle again. In this case, we've got the Americans to our left, Slovaks to our right. Myself and camera person Julia Weiss bringing you most of the games from the Ice Arena this week. It's 5-on-5, but Slovakia have the U.S. deep in their own end. Shots on goal showing 18-15. Away for the United States. Not quite sure, just trying to look down at the person keeping track as the ball goes out of play. The Americans have pointed out they changed their goaltender. Out is Lindsay Holcroft. Back or in now is Alessandra Glista, who's replaced Holcroft in goal, and Glista will smother the ball. United States get it to center. Blomdahl in over the blue line. Creatini puts it towards the goal. Blocker save by Tomchikova. Ball bounces up along the dasher, comes down and gathered by the U.S. They try and feed it out in front. Not much room there. Sticks all over the place. Ball goes up into the air. Didn't touch anything. Levin has it. Levin being pressured. Gets it down in low. Creatini behind the goal. Creatini for the U.S. Blomdahl heads further front. Creatini tried to feed it in front. That was stopped by Matejova. 11 down in the corner. Zidjanska took it away from her. Zidjanska for Slovakia. Up at center, kept in by the U.S. Across, shot by 11. That just went wide. And Tomchakova will go to the far side as the ball came out. Grab it, hang on, and we'll get another whistle. Barrett working it to the front of net, or Stewart rather. Cleared away by Slovakia. Again, they can't beat Tomchakova. Stasova down into the corner for the Slovaks. Close on her quickly. Up along the boards. Pokora couldn't get to it. They'll feed it back. Lalakova's shot, save made by Glista. High stick. Just the stick making contact with the ball, so plays whistle down. Face-off comes outside the U.S. blue line. Pravlikova stopped at center. Stewart misfired on the pass. Players get their sticks all tied up at center. Fairheller. Stewart, across shot, Tomchakova. They've got a piece of it. Looked like it was probably going to go wide. Chance out in front. Again, put wide by the U.S. Stewart working her way in, out in front. Player knocked down, back of the point, hard shot from Cornwall. Again, they missed the target. And Slovakia, and the long pass that misses, clear it down the floor. They'll be flooring against Slovakia. A couple of good chances there for the U.S. That time wasn't the goaltending. It was the shots that were missing the net. Down to 6 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in this bronze medal game. Shot stopped at the blue line. Bilgerovitz, or rather that's Bush for the U.S. Bronson shot. Tomchakova reaches out. Happy to take a face-off, stop the play. Let her team regroup as the U.S. are pressuring a little bit right now. Krafnikova. Bronson out in front. That time the save. Finally they score! The U.S. finally solve Susanna Tomchakova. Bronson got it out in front, took the shot. The save was made. The rebound was put home. Not sure exactly who that was who put it home for the U.S. off that scramble in front. But it was Bronson who got the shot away first.
Goal for USA, scorer number 18, Bronson Julia.
Oh, she got her own rebound and put it home. So Bronson gets the goal. She's got it again up towards the blue line, loses her balance, but plays it down into the corner. Zidjanska is there. Zidjanska battling with Wilson. Foley poked it free. Adazova got it out. Cleared down. Levin has it. Shot wide taken by Stromer. Played up off the boards by Tomchikova. Out. Back in, but Slovakia have a time winding down. Under 5 to go in this one. Stromer can't get the shot through as that was broken up by Kranikova. Kriatini at the blue line, just offside at the Slovakian blue line. Whistle goes, face off will come outside. And they're going to bring it all the way back outside the U.S. blue line. Ball goes into the corner. Slovakia on it. Bilger's all over her. Her and Kranikova are in the corner. 2 more come in. That's Stromer for the U.S. They're really digging at it. Referee finally says nobody seems to be making any headway, so let's get a face-off. That's Findova in there. I don't know if she's had a shift prior to this in the game. Don't remember mentioning her name. Next door at the Bussard, there is a game going on between Canada and the host Swiss, and it looks like they've got almost a full house for that one. It's a game that to determine 5th and 6th place in the men's A pool. And Switzerland lead it 1-0 in the first period against Team Canada. Steve Powers got the call of that, I believe. Stewart. It's also being shown on Swiss TV here. It's a big deal. Switzerland playing Canada, even though it's flooring called against the United States, even though it's not for a medal. Switzerland, Canada has drawn a lot of attention here in the country. So in addition to our coverage, if you can pick up Swiss television, you can watch it there. Watch their coverage. Ball goes in wide of the goal. Back to get it is Mesler. Mesler. Ball went out of play off the stick of the Slovakian player. Down to 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. 3-goal lead for the Slovakians. Foley couldn't get it out. Now she's got it again. Foley off the board. She's going to track it down herself. 2-on-1. She's got Wilson, but a good play by Zidjanska to break that up. Wilson was alone in front. Now the Slovaks come back 2-on-1. Pass here. Pavliakova. Shot to score. Sorry, Klimasova. No, let's get this one right. It was Pavliakova, number 18. And I think it was tipped in by Klimasova down by the goal line. Klimasova drove it down the left side, dropped it back for Pavlovakova. Then I think just redirected it back to Klimtsova, who tipped it in. Don't think the shot from Pavlovakova is the one that went in. We'll wait for the official. But a beautifully executed 2-on-1 right after Zinyanska had broken up a 2-on-1 for the USA. No, they're going to rule that it went in from Pavlovakova. The original shot did go in. 5-1 now. Schneemann couldn't get it in. Here's Pavlovakova again at center. Drops it back. Zidyanska. Offside at the blue line. We'll get a face-off. 2:12 left to go. Face-off just outside the Slovak blue line. Kravlikova for Slovakia. There's it down the floor. And that'll be a flooring call against Slovakia. Just delaying the inevitable now. 2 minutes, 1 second left to go. 5-1 for Slovakia. USA had to be pleased with the start they had in this game. They came out with a lot of jump. Looked like they were going to take it to the Slovakians in this one. Couldn't get a goal and then gave up 3 in the second as things turned around. And 2 goals for Slovakia here. Americans finally managed to break through on Tomchikova. Get a goal. Bronson with the goal. Julia Bronson. Stolen. Shot wide of the goal. Off the end boards, a shot is taken. Tomchikova made the save as Levin jumped on it quickly. There's Findova out for another shift for Slovakia. She stopped. Levin working it along the boards. Try and get it in front for Blomdahl. Went past her. Stromer to keep it in. Bounces over to the far side. Kept in. Kravlikova holds it against the boards. 1:04 now left to go. Again, the women's gold medal game coming up in about an hour and a half from now, 3:45 local time. And I'll have the call of that one from the Bossard. Breaking towards the goal, backhand, rebound laid loose. Goes behind the goal. Schneemann broke in, got a good shot away. Tomchikova with the save, and Tomchikova now holds the ball against the side of that. But there's going to be a penalty coming up with just 36 seconds to go in the game. It's going to go against the Slovaks. Kapustova with the first goal for the U.S. Petra Yurkova with a hat trick. Final goal added by Pavlovakova, Petra Pavlovakova. And there's your score, 5-1. Julia Bronson with the only one for the U.S. So Slovakia will come away with 2 medals in this World Championships, a bronze in the women's And they'll play for the gold in the men's later this evening, 6 o'clock local time, again from the Bassard. Steve Power will get the call of that one. Done somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 games each this week, that's all. One more to go after this one. Ball is cleared out. Mesler still hustling to get back. 10 seconds to go. The countdown is on. Shot is blocked, comes out into center. Slovakia shoot it in again. Lista has to make a save, cleared away. Rebound. Just as the buzzer goes, hit the outside of the goal, and it is over. Slovakia win the bronze medal in the women's division. Jurkova, the hero. The hat trick. Or maybe in Slovakia they call it the glove trick. All their players, their teammates, threw their gloves out onto the floor when she got her third goal. They picked up a delay of game penalty for that. Didn't matter much at that point. They were up 4-0. American fans with the USA chant to our left. Slovakians celebrate a bronze medal to our right. All right, congratulations to Slovakian women's team. They are the bronze medal winners here at the 2015 ISBHF World Champion of Street Ball Hockey. They defeat the United States 5-1. Final action from the ice arena. We say goodbye to the ice arena now. It's been our home for the last 9 days. I've done most of the games here. It has been a pleasure and a treat. Again, I'll move next door to the Bassard for my last game of the day. Looking forward to it. Women's gold medal game, Canada to take on the Czech Republic. You don't want to miss that one. Signing off from the ice arena. My name is George Scott, camera person Julia Weiss. So long, everybody. Come back, watch that gold medal game for the women in about an hour and a half from now.
Best player from Slovakia with the number 13, Jurkova Petra. The national anthem will now be played. We kindly ask you to stand up for the national anthem from the team of Slovakia.